We are now beginning to appreciate this life-saving ecosystem service of coastal greenbelts. Alas, it comes too late to save many of Asia's greenbelts. As the region advanced economically, large extents of mangroves and coral reefs were destroyed or degraded. What's left is under tremendous pressure from poverty and growing human population.
Many countries in this region are looking at the economic growth. That's try to have some foreign currency. Looking at the, how many percent of each year GDP is increased. So one thing that many countries in this region do is selling the natural resources with less care about sustainability.
But all is not lost. There is hope yet for saving the region's remaining greenbelts. Across Asia, dedicated individuals and groups are trying out various methods to save, strengthen or bring back coastal greenbelts. Their experience shows that it's indeed possible to have the greenbelt and use them too. We just need to know how. There's a simple logic in trying to save natural resources under pressure. It will happen only if the local people can benefit. But local people shouldn't just be a source of cheap labour. They need to be in charge. It's hard to believe that this area was once heavily degraded. This area lost its tree cover due to the charcoal industry and illegal logging. In the nearby sea, fish stocks went down because of trawler fishing and dynamite use.
คนต่างเอาเปลือกตื้อว่าข้องมันเป็นธรรมชาติที่มันให้ไม่มีวันหมดนะคะแต่พอมายุค2530เราหันมาเลยว่าป่าไม้ถูกทำลายแต่อันเดียวกุ้งห้อยบุปลามันจะมีในหมู่บ้านเรากลับอีกไป5 กิโลถึงจะมีกุ้งห้อยบุปลาเราบริโภคบางทีเราไปเรียกปลานะคะเรากลับมาแมวอดเพราะมันมีให้บริโภคพอเราไปเราใช้ย่องนะคะลงไปชมพูในคลอง
The restoration work began with a small group. They negotiated with government officials for the right to manage forest resources. They cited an old forestry regulation from 1941, allowing communities to manage their local mangroves. Having secured their right, the people divided the forest into 4 sections. One was left untouched, and another was restored by planting trees. Villagers were allowed to harvest food and herbs in the other 2 sections. The people of Tuntaset were assisted by the Yadfon Association, a Thai conservation organisation.
We have experienced that we should start the work by local people themselves, thinking properly, doing properly, sharing properly. People have to make their own identity, unity, and effective management.
These efforts have produced impressive results on Muk Island in Thailand's Phang Nga province. Destroyed mangroves have grown back, which in turn has increased fish and crab harvests. And during the tsunami, these mangroves actually saved lives.
กลุ่มนั้นก็ได้รับอิทธิพลจากป่าที่มีอยู่เนี่ยช่วยเป็นกำแพงบังเกลือนไว้น้ำก็เลยลดจากที่คาดกันว่ามันอาจจะสูงอยู่ว่าสร้างความเสียหายแต่กลับมันลดจนน่าเหลือเชื่อนะ
Ensuring community rights is only a first step. In many areas, conserving or restoring greenbelts has to be undertaken amidst much poverty. Millions of coastal residents eke out a living from their natural environment.
We need to see communities be able to benefit from the local mangroves. So this is one thing that Mangrove Action Project is really working on, is looking for successful, sustainable livelihoods utilizing mangroves.
So the big challenge is how to conserve vital greenbelts while at the same time creating enough jobs and incomes for people. Some Asian communities have achieved this difficult balance, like the people of Jaring Halus. This village is located in the northwest of the Indonesian island of Sumatra. The people here earn a living by fishing or rearing animals. The mangroves are an integral part of their lives.
Ada ikan, kalau hutan ya, ikan kurang. Kalau bakaunya subur, ikan laut pun apa? Karena ikan-ikan dia bertelur di kayu-kayu itu dia apa? Dia jadi benur dah itu. Menurut penataran saya dulu lah.
As in many other coastal areas of Southeast Asia, shrimp farming has degraded the environment here. The people are acutely aware of it.
Lingkungan kita sekarang sudah rusak, jadi kita coba bangkit lagi untuk melestarikan lingkungan atau penghijauan guna untuk menambah hasil produksi di desa kita sendiri.
This repair work involves planting and nurturing mangrove forests. In fact, this community had traditionally managed 40 hectares of local mangrove forest for many decades. That local knowledge came to the attention of YAL, or the Sea Grassroots Foundation.
Our initial work here was rehabilitation of shrimp farm. Yeah, we started also with mapping program. We helped them to map their forests, and we teach them how to use like GPS and compass, stuff like that.
The Jarang Halus people are experts in harvesting mangrove fruits and leaves. These bring a good part of their income. For example, there are many uses of jeruju plant, or Acanthus ilicifolius.
Daun jeruju dari airnya, dari sarinya, sari jeruju. Dari daun jeruju yang diiris-iris sampai seperti ini, setelah itu disangrai.
They have a long tradition of managing the mangroves while harvesting benefits.
When we first got here, we found like their forests are really good, yeah? And then the adjacent, the life sanctuary area was really bad.
YAL has negotiated with the government to allow this community to co-manage 500 hectares of mangroves in the nearby southeast Lanka Wildlife Sanctuary. The arrangement allows people to extract various mangrove products there, but they can't cut any trees.
This kind of mangrove forest management in wildlife sanctuary, actually I think this is the first kind probably in Indonesia.
Lukman says many local people are willing to donate their labour to restore degraded mangroves in the sanctuary. But first, a very important factor needs to be in place.
If they don't have the right, and then they can plant it, but other people will cut it. So this is just the beginning, but it's a very important step of the community managed mangrove forest for the future.
In many places, this is the only way forward. We now have evidence from different parts of Asia that it's indeed possible to protect mangroves while allowing local people some selective harvesting. In India, the Swaminathan Research Foundation has perfected this approach for some years.
We integrate livelihood security as one of the components in the whole bioshelter programs. In the case of mangroves, for example, we integrate mangrove plantation with the crab culture, crab fattening and all those things. So the people will get economic return, and that will be used to maintain these bioshelters.
In the village of MGR Nagar, for example, that was the only option.
வந்து ஃபாரஸ்ட் அன்னைக்கு இவங்க வாய்க்கா வெட்டுறது யாரு, இது மாதிரி வாய்க்கா இந்த வேலையெல்லாம் செய்ய முடியும், யாரை வச்சு செய்யலாம் அந்த பிறகு எங்களை காட்டி விட்டாங்க. அப்புறம் எங்ககிட்ட வந்து கேட்டாங்க, இது மாதிரி வாய்க்கா வெட்டினீங்களே, நீங்க வெட்டினீங்களா, நீங்க வெட்டி தரீங்களா, இது மாதிரி சொன்னாங்க. நான் சொன்னேன், இது மாதிரி வாய்க்கா வெட்டி எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் தொழில் கிடையாது சார், நாங்கள் அந்த காட்டு ஓரமா அணை கட்டி அந்த தண்ணியை தடுத்து நாங்கள் தான் மீன் பிடிக்கிறவங்க, எங்களுக்கு எங்க தொழில் வீணாக்கிட்டீங்களாட்டு நீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்ன பிறகு உங்களுக்கு அது அந்த தண்ணியை தடுக்காத அளவுக்கு நாங்கள் காடு உற்பத்தி பண்றதுக்கு நாங்கள் வந்திருக்கிறோம்.
In the end, goodwill and good intentions alone can't save ecosystems. It's a complex task that requires us to mix new scientific techniques with traditional knowledge.